y'all? How y'all doing? I'm Mo Sounds, and this is Eats4Beats. And today, guys, we have a very special guest. Give it up for H3NDO, everybody!
Thank you so much.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
How you feeling today?
I'm feeling blessed. I got food right here. I got my liquor right here. My brother in the background. Like I'm surrounded by so many beautiful black people.
Yes, absolutely, man. So today we have in front of us. I stopped by a black-owned restaurant called Vernies. It's up in the Uptown. What is that? Logan, maybe?
Yeah, it's like Uptown, Logan.
Whatever, Logan area. And I got some soul food. I heard you like soul food.
I love soul food.
You don't eat yams, so
I don't.
you fucked up on that one.
It's okay. It's alright.
Yeah. So we got greens, fried fish.
I love it.
Fried chicken.
I love it.
Some mac and cheese. You know, I hope you like them.
I love it.
I didn't make this. So dig in. Let's.
I'm telling you right now, Vernies, if I don't fuck with your mac and cheese, I'm gonna tell you.
Definitely. I'm gonna start with the chicken. Can I get some hot sauce, maybe?
I gotta put my gum somewhere.
You can just put it on the table right there.
Alright, bet.
I'm gonna get some mac and cheese. Try them. Let me see.
Give me a little bit of everything. Feel me?
Get a piece of fish.
I'm definitely in love with collard greens so much. Like
I love collard greens. Do you like collard greens with meat in it?
Yeah.
Turkey. Yeah.
My mom always did it. My mom, she's from North Carolina, so like everything she did that shit southernly traditional.
Absolutely.
So, like, it was just beautiful. I'm so happy that I'm here right now.
I'm so happy that you're here too, brother.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Of course.
Never in my life have I had an interview where people give me food and let me talk about myself. This shit might boost the nigga's ego.
As it should. And this is why we, developed this platform for artists, black artists to be specific, to come and enjoy themselves and have some good home cooked food. Well, black-owned food.
Hey,
and,
Hold on. Mac and cheese is fire. They did it with this one.
Let me try the greens.
Oh my gosh. The greens is fire too.
A bit sweet.
I never had
maybe
sweet
they
greens
touched,
before.
maybe because it was near the yams.
That's alright. I never had sweet greens before. My mom.
But you tasted though, right?
Yeah.
Not me.
It's alright though. I'm okay with this. This is fun.
Well, I got that hot sauce for y'all, so y'all, here you go, H3NDO.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's hard to leave, so they ain't paying us.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, yo, I watched the Vince Staples interview, and he said the same shit. Joe Budden had gave him some water, and he was like, nah, I'm taking off the label because they not paying me for this shit.
Oh, bullshit. We don't do no free promotion around here.
I don't know.
But I definitely need some hot sauce.
I can't even eat hot sauce, yo. I ate too much of it as like a kid, like
really?
as a jit, and it gave me like real bad heartburn and shit.
What did you used to put hot sauce on?
Everything. Like
noodles and shit. Did you eat
yo, bro, I went to alternative school and I got kicked out of high school, and they would give us noodles on some slave shit because it was mostly like, troubled black kids in that bitch. So we had this reward system, right, where like if you did like good and shit, they would give you points and you could buy like food and shit there. But it was mostly like I said, like modern slave food, like a shit ton of ramen noodles. Niggas was in there eating ramen noodles with hot sauce every single day, and niggas used to look at me different because I used to get the shrimp flavor. I'm like, y'all niggas is crazy. Like the shrimp flavor is the best flavor. My mom, she got this Oriental ramen at the crib. That shit is knocking.
Me and my wife, we shop at the Asian market and go get their like
H market shopping here.
get their noodles. Oh my god, yo, that shit. That's different. It's different. They got some good ass fucking noodles.
I'm telling you, yo, Asian people know how to cook for real.
Absolutely.
For real. Not even like Chinese people, Japanese people, because I love sushi, I love Chinese food, but like Bengali food is wild. I swear to God.
Where you eating Bengali food at?
I had this friend named Tausif. Shout out to my man's Tausif. And we was like real close. We don't really talk that much now, but I love that nigga to death. And he invited me over his crib with my producer Tony. Shout out Tony G's official, you feel me? And his mom had cooked us a whole traditional Bengali like meal. And it was the most amazing.
Changed your life, didn't it?
It was the most amazing thing I ever had in my life. I swear, on everything I love.
What did she make?
It was like curry with like lamb and like this sweet like egg roll dessert joint and with like spicy rice. It was so wonderful.
Oh my goodness.
It was so delicious, I swear, on everything I love. Like shit like that in my life.
I grew up around a lot of Cambodians.
What's their food like?
Surprisingly, I ain't never eat that shit.
Why?
I was a young boy, like, I'm just, you know.
I feel like Cambodian food is hitting.
I wouldn't know.
I never had this shit before, but I feel like that shit is hitting.
Because I feel like I lived, like, in the mix of them niggas. Like, at the corner store, it was a fucking poppy store. At the other corner was a Chinese store. So they was probably eating the same shit I was eating. They wasn't, like, rich fucking.
They was hood Cambodian.
Yeah.
Where,
yeah. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm type bougie. I'll starve if a nigga put, like, some shrimp scampi on my plate or anything with, like, Alfredo sauce. I'm not fucking.
So, yeah, what's up with, so what's your thing with Alfredo?
Bro, it's just, I don't like the consistency. I don't like the color.
No, I get that.
I think it's so nasty. Like, it tastes like sweet clam chowder. And that shit is just so gross. The only time I ever eat something with Alfredo is when my brother cooked it, or if I got that shit from Pizza Hut. But we not fucking with Pizza Hut right now because they supporting Trump. And y'all disappointed the shit out of me because Pizza Hut is my favorite, like, takeout pizza.
Wendy's disappointed me too.
Wendy's supporting Trump?
Yeah.
You fuck them. Fuck them.
Yeah.
And Taco Bell. Fuck them. I ain't never getting a tube, but
I haven't had Taco Bell in years.
that shit bad for you anyway, yo. I found out, like, probably, like, when I was, like, 20, because, like, I suffer from bipolar disorder. So, like, anything that you eat, anything that you, like, consume can really mess with your mood.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just eating so much takeout because I had so much bread and I didn't feel like cooking. And then I realized, like, yo, like, why am I feeling this way? And I looked some shit up. I Googled some shit about, like, alkaline fruit and, like, you know, just, like, how to eat healthy when you bipolar.
Mm-hmm.
And all that takeout shit, that shit really fuck with your mood. It's not good for you at all.
So what's your diet like now?
I'm not gonna hold you. It's not that great.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely intake a lot more fruit. I try to stay away from alcohol, ironically, but right now it's lit. Oddly enough, if I smoke like a certain strain of weed, it'll mess me up. Like it'll really, really throw me off and like make me have like really bad mood swings.
Mm-hmm.
And cause it'll get me high like way too fast. That's why I don't do dabs. That's why I don't like fuck with
dabs are dangerous.
Hell yeah, bro.
Dabs are dangerous.
I don't care if you Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa, nobody. If you do like 1 to 3 dabs, bro, you gonna feel that shit.
No, that shit is crazy. I did one and was coughing all fucking day.
I hated it.
And had a crazy ass head high.
I hate dabs so much. I fucks with edibles, no lie. But I don't like the way they creep up on you and shit. Like,
I don't trust them.
I'm a traditional smoker, bro. Like, I love the ritual of rolling up and smoking with my friends.
For sure.
And just, like, listening to SZA. Like, no cap.
It's like
that was random as shit. Right.
SZA is hard.
No, for sure.
Every single song on her last album got a plaque. SZA is hard. I'm not listening to her right now because I'm going through some shit. But SZA is hard. You feel me? I used to listen to that bitch every day. SZA is hard. I fuck with SZA. And fuck. Damn. Kaylani is hard too. I fucks with her.
Did you like Kaylani? What's the bitch name?
Kaylani.
Kalani, new music, piece of work, or whatever.
I like it, but it's too like Janae Aiko-ish. You feel me? Like Kaylani, SZA, and Janae Aiko and Halsey all talk about the same sad shit. Like, if you don't get your ass a mirror and realize how beautiful you are and just, you feel me, calm the hell down, like, y'all got way too many exes to write songs about. You feel me? Every ex I done written a song about, I only got probably like 5 serious exes. You feel me? But they music make it seem like they done dated the whole world and every nigga done did them wrong. You feel me? Like, no one told you to go back to the party next door. Don't trust anybody that signed to Drake. Fuck. At all.
Wow.
Am I wrong?
I can't call it.
I feel like
You don't trust anybody that signed to Drake, my nigga.
Not even Drake?
not even Drake. You don't trust Drake?
Bro, listen to Thank Me Later and then listen to Take Care, like, deeply, and you'll see that he treat women like shit.
Oh,
Drake
no, I
is
got that. No.
Yo, Drake is a fuck
Yeah,
boy.
Fuck boy. I got that.
He said this woman that I messed with unprotected texted saying she wished she would have kept it. The one I'm laying next to just looked over and read it. Like, bro, you're a piece of shit. And you fall in love with strippers, my nigga. Like,
Yes, he loves strippers.
Like, come on,
Fat
bro.
ass can really get you though.
I'm not off that shit though. I'm not off
Fat
that
ass
shit.
could get you.
I love big booties. Don't get me wrong, but like, I love a face, bro. Like,
For sure.
if your face is beautiful, I don't care what your body look like to a certain degree. You feel me? Like, I dated this one shorty. She ain't have no type of butt. She ain't have no type of butt.
Hold on, this your brother here?
Yeah, this my
You
man.
look like you know exactly what the fuck
He
you're
know what I'm talking
about.
about. He know what I'm talking about. She ain't have no type of butt, but she was beautiful as hell. And then she got face tattoos, and now she like even more.
Bad.
Bruh, she gorgeous. But fucking, she ain't had no type of butt. And I was fucking with it. I ain't care. I mean,
It don't matter. As long as you got a good heart, good mind, good spirit.
yeah, shorty alright.
For sure. So, Hendo, tell us how you got into music.
Well, I grew up, like, just listening to, like, whatever my brother was playing. Like, I think one of the first two albums I ever listened to was, a Lil' Kim album. And, The Massacre by 50 Cent.
Damn.
And when I tell you, those two albums, I was the bullshit, bro. Don't listen to nobody that tell you that music don't, like, make kids impressionable, bro. Cause
It absolutely does.
when I was listening to The Massacre, it's like a 6-7-year-old kid, I knew what a kilo was, you feel me? I found out what drugs was through 50 Cent. I knew how to measure them and all that shit. Through 50 Cent's music, no cap. And then, I stemmed off into, like, Dipset. Joel Santana is one of my favorite rappers. Cameron is one of my favorite rappers. Jim Jones is that nigga. Freaky Z, I fucks with all them. Then I got into a real big like heavy metal phase. Like Slipknot is my favorite band. You can't tell me no different. Like they're the best band ever, bro. You could put them up with any genre. You could put them up with the Doors, the Beatles, and I'll tell you straight up, they have the best instrumentation ever,
I don't
bro.
think I've ever heard any music from these guys.
If you haven't listened to heavy metal, like you'll either be super scared or understand why they are like the landmark for why metal is the way it is today and why it changed. You feel me? Like Slipknot is the shit. And like they don't, as much as they like scream and shit, like if you really listen to their lyrics, like they shit is real, real deep. It's like they frontman Corey Taylor really helped me like craft my pen on how honest I should be and how disturbingly honest I should be and how conscious I should be as an artist. Like if it wasn't for Slipknot, I wouldn't be rapping. No cap. You feel me? They saved my life, along with like rappers like Joel Santana, rappers like Lil Wayne, and
I love Wayne.
I think Wayne.
Love Wayne.
I put Wayne over Eminem. No cap.
For sure.
I put
Me
Wayne
personally,
over
I agree.
and it's not because
Excuse me.
Wayne is black. You feel me? It's like Eminem can't do certain shit that Wayne.
No,
can
Wayne
do.
is just a creative ass nigga. Like
He
you
is.
can't fucking.
Eminem will just
Get
hit
outta
you with a ton of syllables, like a shit ton of syllables, like mad syllables.
Eminem mastered the art of rapping.
He did.
Like literally, like the fucking
He did.
art. He mastered that.
He definitely did.
Wayne is just a creative fucking lunatic. Like he's fucking amazing.
He can do anything, bro.
Facts.
He can do anything, any genre. You feel me? And Wayne,
A musical genius, seriously.
he opened up the doors for, and I don't even like to sound like stereotypical when I say this, but he opened up the doors for black people to stop being made fun of for skinny jeans. Cause like
I agree.
when I was in
agree
8th grade,
too.
when I was in 8th grade, bro, I was rocking skinny jeans religiously. Niggas were still rocking Snowman t-shirts from Young Jeezy and shit like that. Niggas was calling me a faggot, trying to bully me and shit. And then the minute Rebirth came out, it's okay. We rocking skinny jeans with Hollister and Aeropostale.
Yeah, pasta.
And then A$AP Rocky come out.
And shit.
Right. And then A$AP Rocky come out, we mixing Hermes with Jordans. That shit crazy. But I fucks with A$AP Rocky. That's one of my favorite rappers right now. But when I was
He's put out any new shit? A$AP?
he came out with this one album Testing, I think like a year or two ago.
Okay.
And that shit hard. But to answer your question like fully, when I was 10, bro, I got into my first studio session. Like a real actual studio, and I wrote some shit down like before I went there. And that's where I first started recording. And I wasn't really taking it seriously up until the point where I was probably like 17, 18. And I basically like molded my pen off the shit that I was hearing. Like the way that Cameron mixes his syllables and how like he can go from being a real grimy nigga to a real smooth nigga in the same line is just fucking amazing to me. Like I love Cameron for that shit. And like Joel Santana's repetition was some of the, like I got a whole selection of my whole collection. I thought that shit was genius, bro. Like it's nobody that can do shit like Joel Santana or Cameron. And then I got into like niggas like The Game, niggas like I fucks with Tory Lanez dumb hard.
I fucks with Tory.
Yeah. I fucks with Royce the 5'9" dumb hard. I fucks with a lot of rappers, man. And basically like what got me into like trying to be like a lyricist, like a conscious lyricist, was the fact that I was such a big like history buff and a big English buff. You feel me? Like I love writing shit down and I love to learn. So I mixed those two together, and I was just really good at English class. Like niggas will ask me like why don't you like certain lyrical rappers? And I'd be like, cause them niggas is boring. Like, but
so what makes a person a good rapper?
To me personally, you just gotta. You don't even have to be a conscious, lyrical, smerical kind of nigga, bro. Cause I listen to niggas like Trippie Redd and I think he hard. But I think what makes a good rapper is one, originality. You cannot keep copying what other niggas is doing, and that's why I hate rap niggas now. But whether you're a lyrical nigga or whether you're a Trippie Redd nigga or a Juice WRLD nigga or an XXXTentacion nigga, you have to have your own originality. Cause I listen to you for your own originality, and for you being you before I listen to you trying to just copy the same platform and the same kind of blueprint that other niggas in the industry is doing. That's why I fucks with Jaden Smith so hard, cause he's so different, and I feel like he's
proud about it. And
very
not
proud.
Yeah. Do you like Young Thug?
I fucks with Thugger. I'm not gonna lie. When Thugger first came out, I was on the fuck Thugger wave. You feel me? And then I realized like the nigga really gangbang. He really from where he say he from, and he really do wear dresses for like a traumatic reason. Like Thugger is really a real person. You feel me? And it made me appreciate myself more listening to Thugger, cause Thugger was mad different. And I was mad different when I was growing up. Like, niggas used to beat me up for how different I was and how different I dressed. And then when I realized Thug is basically on the same shit, like, it made me look up to him more. And try and give Thug, like, the respect he deserved. But if it wasn't for Thug, Lil Wayne, Future, and Waka Flocka, niggas like Chief Keef wouldn't exist. Niggas like Trippie wouldn't exist. Niggas like Gunna wouldn't exist. A whole bunch of niggas, man. A whole bunch of niggas would not exist without these people. And niggas be trying to blackball Thug. And I don't really appreciate that shit. Let my slat live, bro. And this is my thing, bro. This is why I don't really like rappers of this day and age. Niggas will go on a song and be like, I fucked your bitch, I did this, you a op, I hate you, fuck you there, homie. But the minute that shit turned around on you, you wanna either cry about the bitch who just got stolen from you, shoot the nigga who said fuck your dad, homie, or then when another black person died from like police brutality, niggas wanna cry about it. You gotta pick a side, bro.
I feel like that's hip hop though, on some real shit. Because if you even go back to the '90s, think about
niggas
Pac
grimy.
Think about Pac and Big.
Bro, you not finna come up to me in a song
and say that's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
I'ma find you. That's why I don't like diss songs, bro. I don't care if it's about sport. I don't care if you got a personal problem with me. Don't put my name in no song, bro. Because the minute I find out you said some disrespectful shit in a song, I may look skinny, but I'm not afraid of no nigga, bro. I'm gonna pull up on you. I'm not gonna respond to you, bro. It's either two things that's gonna happen if you make a diss song about me. I'm gonna make a better song than you that don't even got your name in it, and I'm gonna go platinum. Or I'm gonna find out where the fuck you live. Because obviously you felt invoked enough to say my name in some kind of song, so you feel some kind of way about me. So I'm gonna pull up to you.
You don't think all this shit just be capped though? Like,
I think some of it be cap.
You think these niggas be really having like real beefs?
Sometimes I think niggas get on the phone with each other and be like, yo, our album sales ain't really doing too good. Let's hate each other for a month.
Right.
You feel me? And I think that shit even weaker. That shit boo-boo as hell. Like, bro, if you don't just do some promotion and ask your label for some more money, come on, bro. Like, get out of here, bro. That shit is whack to me, bro.
So how do you feel about label, like signing to a label versus the independent route?
You'll never get me to sign my fucking name away, bro. My name, my government name already is slave name. You're not finna fucking take my intellect. You're not finna take my intellectual property. That's not happening at all, whatsoever. I'm gonna get my own publishing. I'm gonna get my own record label if I need to, and I'm gonna eat off these Spotify streams, and I'm gonna eat off these record sales, and I'm gonna eat off this torrent. Because what a lot of niggas don't understand, like niggas like DJ Academics will clown a motherfucker for being for.
That's the nigga from what he do?
He was on Everyday Struggle.
Everyday Struggle.
But before he was on Everyday Struggle, he was clowning Chirac niggas for dying, and Academics, he every time like a rap, no cap,
fucking loser.
Every time a rapper come out, he do his album projection sales, right? and be like, oh, this person is projected to sell 20K this in the first week or whatever the case may be. But what niggas don't understand is that, like, if you're an independent artist and you sell 10 to 20K for $9.99 and you don't have to pay nobody back, that's a big substantial amount of bread.
Right.
You feel me? Joey Badass, he explained that shit really well because one of his albums had did like 145K in a week, right? And after he paid off like his manager, after he paid off like I think one other person, and then paid the rest of his bills and taxes and shit, he walked away with like $500,000. And the reason why rap niggas go broke is because they look at $500,000 like it's pocket change. Nigga, you're not Diddy. Like, you're not.
And also, Diddy worked up.
Hell yeah.
Jay worked up to where these, where they are now. That shit didn't come overnight.
Let me tell you something. The only rapper that is worth a substantial amount of money off just rap is Eminem. Eminem is worth like 100 mil, 150 mil, and none of his shit, his business deals, none of that shit worked out. All of his shit is based off rap.
Do you think that's because he's white or?
No, I think it's because he ain't got no sense of style. I think Eminem's clothing line was whack. Whatever shit.
Clothing line?
Yeah, he had a clothing line.
So is he the most successful artist off of rap? Period. Just like I'm talking about, like.
I would say so. I would say
literally
so.
just off of rap, not endorsements, other shit. Like off of literally selling music.
I would say so. Unless you want to compare him to like Jay.
Well, no, Jay's a different type of nigga. Nobody touches
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. He the only billionaire in rap right now.
Right.
Feel me? Unless you want to.
Well, if you want to put Dre in there for the headphones.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, this mac and cheese is hit. But
I'm actually full. Can I get another drink, bartender?
Here we go.
Bartender.
Here we go.
Oh, let's get into your music, your tracks or whatever. I heard a few of your tracks on SoundCloud.
What songs you hear?
Don't do that. I can't. We was listening to it in the car today, literally.
It's probably the
not
War
for-
remix or some shit.
It wasn't a lot though. It was a few tracks, wasn't it?
Yeah, we was on Spotify.
Oh, I thought you said SoundCloud.
I only got like 2 songs on Spotify right now.
Yeah, we was looking at some shit on
My
Spotify.
SoundCloud is lit. I got like over like 100K
Oh, that was
plays.
Spotify.
Like I got like over 100K plays on my SoundCloud and shit. My shit lit.
We posted. That's me fucking up. We posted the video.
Yeah,
Oh, I can say that. We
Yeah, you
posted.
can say we
Okay, yeah. We posted your Beetlejuice video on our
Yeah.
platform.
Go stream that shit on Spotify.
So, are you like a Beetlejuice fan? Like, what made you go into that?
I love
That
Beetlejuice.
idea?
I love Beetlejuice the movie, and I love Winona Ryder as an actress. And she is my nigga.
Did you ever see Mermaid?
Nah.
It's her and Cher.
Mm-hmm.
It's her and Cher. Cher is her mother. You gotta watch it.
I love Cher too.
Yes, it was really a really good film. Cher is like this promiscuous woman, and Wiloma is like this misguided teenager.
She like stuck. She's not stuck up, but she's like real like
prudent. Like yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you should watch it if you like her as an actress.
I fucks with her, yo. I definitely do. She was in Edward Scissorhands.
Yes.
That was my shit.
Yeah, she always played those like dark type films and stuff.
She was in Girl Interrupted.
Girl,
That's one of my favorite
yes.
movies ever, yo.
That's a bomb ass movie.
Hilary Swank is dope as hell.
I love Hilary Swank too. Did you ever see $1 Million Baby?
Nah, but I saw Freedom Riders.
Freedom Riders was amazing.
That shit was hard.
That was amazing.
Wasn't
that shit made
Mario
me
in that
cry.
shit?
Mario was in it.
Yeah, after the haircut.
Yeah.
Love my nigga, but
He looked better over here. I felt like. But go ahead. Let's talk about Beetlejuice. I'm sorry.
Alright, so the whole thing with Beetlejuice is like, if you listen to the hook, I was the man in the grave, now I'm the man on the stage. It was basically like me saying like, I was here once, and niggas did not like me, and was talking all this kind of shit on me. And now that I'm here, and I'm at a different place in life, and I'm, ironically a little bit more successful than some of the niggas who clown me, it's either you still got something to say about me, or the shit that you do have to say about me is like you dick riding. So like, after the hook, I'm like, watch how you speak on my name, cause like, when I was here, you was on some fuck shit.
Right.
But when I got here, you was on some different fuck shit. You was trying to dick ride, or trying like demean me for the success that I got. So like,
You're always gonna have those people.
exactly.
Yeah.
And in Beetlejuice, you say a nigga name 3 times, he gonna appear. And I'm the kind of person where like, I ignore all that verbal kind of antagonistic shit, you feel me? Up until the point where you say some real foul shit about me, you feel me? And the song was kind of like based off this one incident where I was real cool with this dude, right? And his shorty fucked with me heavy, and I wasn't finna do nothing with shorty. You feel me? I wasn't finna do nothing to her. You feel me? I wasn't finna do nothing with shorty.
You pop shorty.
But I knew she, you feel me? I knew she wanted some shit.
He hit that.
With no shame. And I didn't hit.
Been there before.
I didn't hit up until I found out he was talking like hella shit on me. I already knew prior that he felt some kind of way about me, and he would talk sideways about me like to his friends and shit. Cause his friends would come back and tell me.
Damn.
And then fucking once I found out some real sly shit he said, I was like, you could have said this to my face, bro. Now I'm finna pop your girl. I was trying so hard not to pop your girl.
I understand that energy.
Yo, no, but
I understand that energy.
And I'm the kind of nigga, bro, where I hate where rap niggas do that
what's your
kind of
sign?
shit.
What's your sign?
I'm an Aquarius. Birthday is February 8th. And I'm the kind of nigga, bro, like I don't even like when rappers do that shit. But it comes to a certain point to where like
Rick do it often.
if I can't fight you, if I can't beat you with the hands, which I couldn't in this kind of incident, bro.
I'm gonna hit you where it hurt, bro.
You feel me? Cause like you can beat me up all you want, but you still taste me when you kiss your girl.
Wow.
So like,
Jesus.
I'm not off that shit no more. Like, but like that's basically what the song was based off of. Like niggas talking shit, and then niggas getting mad at me when I do some shit that is more successful than them, or some shit that they would never want to hear. So like, when like Beetlejuice right now, right? It has like 35,000 plays on Spotify, right? And when I first posted it, that it had that many plays, niggas was really in their feelings because Jersey, our local scene is like really fucked up. Like niggas want to make it before they own niggas and fake support shit. Like they'll tag you and 98 other niggas in they new shit that they just dropped.
Sound like Philly.
You feel me? And the minute it's my turn to tag 98 niggas and ask them to support me, niggas is nowhere to be found. So when my shit started getting that many plays just based off my own work and all the money I invested to it, niggas would be like, niggas would post subliminal statuses like, oh, niggas be acting like they the best rapper alive. Niggas be acting like they streams is real. Niggas be acting like this and that. And when I heard about this shit, I looked at my bank account from Spotify and I was like, I'm making money off this song. So how is my streams fake? You feel me? I'm getting playlisted, so how is my streams fake? You feel me? So like, you can't sit here. If you gonna say some shit to me, bro, just say it to my face, bro. I'm not with none of that boo-boo shit. Like, I'm 130 pounds soaking wet, bro. But if I got a problem with a nigga, I'm gonna say it to his face. I'm not gonna say no shit in the song. I'm not gonna do no subliminal status shit. I'm gonna go on live on Facebook and tag you in the shit, or I'm gonna call you up and be like, "What's your problem with me, my nigga?" Because like at the end of the day,
let's solve it. Let's
word. Like either you can pop out to my crib and we can fight, or you can pop out to my crib and we can talk. I don't care how it goes, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
So I remember, early in the conversation, you said that you suffer from bipolar syndrome, and I know that you're a mental health advocate and everything. So how does that, affect your life and your music?
Well, being bipolar, I have bipolar depressive, so I'm more depressed than I am like manic. So when I'm depressed, I have really bad like suicidal thoughts. A penny could drop, my nigga, or like the sun could be out the wrong way, and I'll just be super sad, and it'll be like really depressing. And then what comes with bipolar is a slew of other mental disorders like anxiety, depression. Bipolar can get so bad to the point to where like you get acute paranoia and you think people are out to kill you.
Wow.
I've definitely like suffered from that. It's very similar to schizophrenia.
Yeah.
I've literally had times where I'll be in a store and I'll go to the bathroom and I'll think like the next person who walks into me directly after me will like try and kidnap me or like lace like chloroform on my fucking face and like kidnap me or like murder me in the bathroom. Like it's really crazy. And like when I get really depressed, I feel like there's like no hope. Like I'm not ever getting out of it. But when I get manic, which is very rare, I get really bad paranoia, or I get very, very, very aggressive and like very, very angry. And I'm not. One of the symptoms of bipolar is promiscuity, which is basically like a real like high sex drive, and I suffer from a lot of self-hatred in my life and a lot of hatred towards women. So being bipolar and having that, like dealing with that, I used women as like an object. Like I was very much not in it for the sex. Like the sex was cool, but like the fact that I could get you to have sex with me was really the rush. And the fact that I could like manipulate you and treat you like the garbage that I feel like on the inside was like something that really got me off. And dealing with that and dealing with like relationship issues and just not having my dad there and shit like that like was just like really, really rough. And it got me into a lot of different situations where I wouldn't say I'm not proud of it, but like situations that I shouldn't even have been in. Because like I'm not gonna hold you, and this is no funny shit, like being bipolar and then like being gang affiliated is like really, really a trip. Because like you'll have homies that die from this shit, or you'll have like friends that are really in the fold, and you'll be worried about them so fucking much to the point to where like you forget about your own mental health, and then you sit here depressed about something that you're going through, and then worried about your friends and shit like that, and then dealing with like personally me, like people who I've lost from heroin and shit and like drug overdoses and stuff like that, I couldn't handle it because I was so damn fragile myself, so like it's so much to deal with. And
do you feel like music is like an scapegoat for you, like a coping mechanism for you?
Music is more to me than anything. Like I want to get rich off this shit, I want to be successful off this shit because I know I have the potential to be, but music is a part of me. Like music is like another half of my soul, like if I didn't have music I wouldn't be alive right now. And there's not a lot of rappers in the game that can really even say that. Like a lot of niggas just get like, they do this music shit because they want to be famous or they want to be in the limelight and shit. I just want to take care of my family and maybe even like find a therapist, get on the proper medication, have things that are like accessible to me that I wouldn't have if it wasn't for the bread that I make with music. It's alright. Like I've been in and out of mental hospitals and stuff like that ever since I was a 14-year-old boy. And I've been cutting myself ever since I was 11. I used to deal with like a lot of bullying and stuff like that, and a lot of self-hatred. Like even past like bullying and shit like that, like the self-hatred that I felt was a lot more racially like driven, because like when I lived in the hood, nobody really fucked with me. I wasn't really getting bullied like that. And then when I moved to the suburbs, it was really a trip because like the black kids in the suburbs would fuck with me real hard because I was light-skinned or because I listened to certain kind of music, and they didn't like the fact that I was articulate with like my rhetoric and shit like that, and that I had an extensive vocabulary. So they would call me white boy, they would call me a monkey, they would really, really make me feel really inferior about the color of my skin and like how I felt about myself. And then, like I said, like not having my dad there, which is like typical, African American shit, it just really, really made me not have my own identity, like to the point where I had to, form my own identity and shit like that. And dealing with that shit, and then being bipolar, dealing with all the anxiety and insecurities that
How could you handle that?
Yeah, like
how could you?
Dealing with that shit was like really hard because it's already bad enough that I'm mentally ill just because I'm born with it,
Damn.
And then having
black.
Exactly.
Damn.
And us being black people, like this mental illness is something that we really don't like to touch on. Like it's something that like is really taboo in the black, in the black community. And I don't like to sound like, singular about it, but like a lot of black.
This is fact. This is real shit.
For real, like a lot of black men don't know how to express their feelings. They're very, very hyper masculine.
Right. And
I know so many young black kids that like suffer from bipolar disorder, dissociative disorder, schizophrenia even, and like they get into so much bullshit because they don't know how to handle their own emotions, or they don't know what's wrong with them, or they don't have their dads around or a therapist around and tell them like, this is what you're suffering from, And when I got diagnosed and shit, it changed my life because I've been diagnosed like 3 separate times, going in and out of hospitals and stuff. And like, I can tell you right now, bro, I can't speak for anybody else, but every coping skill, only worked for 3 weeks, and I've tried so damn hard to be positive about it, but I always went back to the blade. I always went back to the razor blade, or doing heroin, or doing any kind of drug that would make me feel like I wasn't myself, because I could not deal with any of the trauma that was going on in my life. And
how do you, 2020, Hendo, deal with the everyday life? We just came out of fucking quarantine. The George Floyd thing, Breonna Taylor thing, all this shit is happening. How do you cope?
it's hard. It's really hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like, even today, before this interview, I was at work, and I was having such a hard time with my anxiety and my bipolar disorder, and just like different mood swings and stuff like that. And I'm a firm believer in the laws of attraction, but like, I know that since I'm bipolar, the worst thoughts will come to me before the thoughts that I try to have to manifest shit.
Right.
So like, all day I was just dealing with that kind of shit and dealing with my anxiety and just trying to like look forward to like the positive stuff. And there was so many fucking ups and downs with like that were just going on today. And then when you mix in like all the traumatic stuff that's happening with like George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, and even with shit like Trayvon Martin, and, you know, stuff like that, like being mentally ill and being African American, I can tell you from my perspective, is one of the hardest things to do, because they already don't want us to fucking succeed.
Right.
And then when you're born, literally born, not feeling like shit, you can put black disenfranchisement aside. When you are born mentally ill and feeling like you're not worth anything, and then you add my ethnicity into it, it's the hardest thing to deal with in the world. Especially when I get manic and shit, because like, I'll see a police officer nowadays, and the first thought I'll think is like, this nigga finna kill me today. I'm finna lose my life today, just because of the color of my skin.
That's the...
What was you just talking about? Like, not necessarily being afraid of cops, but being afraid of police. Because it's like, I have panic attacks when cops are behind me. I have panic attacks when cops pull me over.
Oh yeah.
I have panic attacks when cops ride past me. Like, it's just, I get that. That shit is crazy.
And mind you, I never been in those situations where like a police officer was like racist towards me, or like try to brutalize me, or no shit like that. But just the fact that I have to wake up bipolar, black, and just trying to just get my own is so damn hard, because we already got to work twice as hard for us to succeed in this disenfranchised ass world that they fucking built for us. And then when you add mental illness on it, if you're white, Asian, black, whatever, you already feel like you ain't shit because of the mental illness that you're going through.
Right.
So boom, now you got to work 3 times as hard. And now when like all this shit is happening, where all these police officers and the higher ups feel like they can just kill us and just get a slap on the wrist, that shit is scary, bro. That shit fucks with my mania and my paranoia and my depression so hard. Cause like, I don't know when I'm gonna lose my life.
Yeah.
I have no idea when I'm gonna lose my life.
Like, you don't fucking know. And I appreciate you being very vulnerable here.
It's scary, bro. It's really,
telling
really
us all
fucking scary.
about your thoughts and all the things that you have to go through mentally, man. I can only imagine. I feel like all black people have anxiety.
Hell yeah.
Like, at the minimum.
Hell yeah.
At the fucking minimum. We all have it.
Word
You know,
up.
and it's just like, you know, brother, I want you to get a therapist that works
I'm doing
well
it.
with you.
I'm definitely
You know
doing
what I mean?
it. I'm on it.
Because mental health is very important, and we need each other. We need black men. We need black women. We need strong black women, black men. We need you guys. And, damn.
And I'm not capping either. Like, if you come close, like, you can see, like, all the old scars that I have on me. You feel me? Like, this shit is not no fucking game, bro. Like, I've been cutting myself since I was 11 years old. Since before I even knew what sex was, I knew what self-harm was. And I don't feel like that's a way anybody should grow the fuck up. You feel me? I had no idea what joy was when I was a young man. Like, all I ever knew was fucking pain. So like, when you listen to my music, all that you're ever gonna get is pain. You feel me? Even if I'm talking about something happy, you're going to feel the kind of pain that I'm going through, because it takes so much for me to wake up and be like, I'm blessed. It takes so much for me to even believe in my higher power, because I suffered so much. You feel me? Like, but I'll never turn my back on my higher power. I'll never turn my back on the laws of attraction, because they've gotten me to where I'm at. But like at the end of the day, like it's so hard to like manifest shit, and it's so hard to believe in yourself when you have all of these things stacked against you and you don't know who to turn to. Especially in the black community, because we don't have our dads. We don't really have like a lot of nice, like a lot of good, like inspirational male figures.
Our mom's tired of us.
Our mom's tired, or they working like 3 fucking
Right.
jobs.
They don't have time to even.
I'm lucky enough. I'm blessed enough to have a mom who loved me so much that when I tell her I'm having a panic attack, she'll drop everything that she's doing and she'll take care of me.
Vice versa, yes.
Feel me? My mom is a beautiful woman, and even for the longest time, like I resented my mom for a long time because she didn't understand what I was going through, you know, and it caused a lot of tension in our household, and it caused a lot of fights in our household. Like, I'm not gonna hold you, like I love my brothers and my siblings to death, but like I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like I come from a history of domestic abuse. I come from a history of like damn near every single week or every single month there's a fist fight going on in my crib. Like it was without fucking fail. And like I believe everybody in my family is kind of mentally ill, and that's why we fight and clash so much.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day,
you got his brother over here and shit.
At the end of the day, we love each other. You feel me? My brother is my man. You feel me? Like my brother has been through me, like been there.
Suffering from bipolar, growing up without your father around or whatever. You as a father and having a son, like, how do you feel as though, like, you know, you gonna be better? Like, you know what I mean? Like how, you know what I mean? Like how has that affect your fatherliness? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like, you feel like I'm gonna be better than my dad type shit? You know what I mean?
I don't necessarily say I want to be better than my dad, because like even though my dad's absence was something that like conflicted me when he would show up, my dad would teach me really valuable lessons. You feel me? My dad would always tell me like, look, you are a black man, you gotta work twice as hard as these motherfuckers.
Right.
You feel me? It was just the fact that like my dad, I don't want to speak ill about him on camera, but like my dad was on some shit. You feel me?
Right.
But after my son was born, and I met my kid, cause he was born in another state, and I didn't get to like watch his birth happen and shit like that. So that's something that really fucked me up. Like the fact that I couldn't see my own seed be born, that shit really fucked me up, and it perpetuated like the idea that it's not mine. But then I looked at him in his eyes and I was like, this is my child.
Yeah. You know, when you know, you know.
Yeah, I ain't fucking DNA test. You know what I mean? When I first met my kid, I was so full of joy, and I told myself that like, not necessarily I'm gonna be better than my dad, but I'm gonna be better than the man that I was before. You feel me? Because I was a piece of shit. Like I was not a good man before my son was born. I was a very vindictive person. I was very manipulative. I was very abusive. I cheated on every single girl I ever been with. And
my little angel right there.
Even now to this day, bro, like I still struggle with that shit. But when my son was born, I told myself like I can't ever expose my son to the man that I used to be unless I'm trying to teach him a lesson about how to not be like me. And obviously when my son grow up, he gonna make his own mistakes and shit, but the fact that I'm a present father puts so much joy in my heart. The fact that my son eats because I work,
yes,
makes me so damn happy. It fills me with so much joy. No matter if I hate my job, even when this rap shit work out and I'm touring 6 months, 8 months out of the year and I can't see my son like I want to, the fact that my son is going to have a better life than me puts so much joy in my heart, and it makes me so much more passionate about music. It makes me feel like not only one is this shit gonna work because I have to make it work, but when it does work, my son will never have to want for nothing. It'll be to the point to where my baby moms don't even ask for child support or take me to court for that shit because my son will be straight. This may sound selfish to certain people, But music means more to me than my son means to me. And when I say that, I say it because I can't look at my kid and tell them that he can be anything he wants to be without me being everything that I want to be. I can't look at my kid and tell him you can do anything you ever wanted to do if I don't accomplish my own goals. And not only that, but like with music, bro, it's gonna be the reason why he'll be able to go to any HBCU in the school, any HBCU in the fucking country, along with his intelligence, any college that he wants to go to. He'll have his college fund set the fuck up.
Right.
And I'll be teaching him about intellectual property and owning his own business and investing in himself and shit like that. Like, that's why music means more to me than my son does. That's why I love music a little bit more than my son. It's like, this is music, this is my kid. And if you can see my hands, it's not too far of a motherfucking reach. So like, at the end of the day, like, music saved my life. And I'll reiterate this until I die. Music saved my life. If it wasn't for music, I wouldn't be alive to have a child. You feel me? Music is my first baby more than anything, over anything. But if it ever came to a point where I was on tour and my son was like, I need you to come home because I just got the honor roll, or I just made captain of the football team, or I just won first place in the school decathlon, I'm canceling everything. Fuck this money. I don't care about none of that.
For sure.
You feel me? Because my son, before money comes, before anything comes, like, my son comes first. And I never want to miss any kind of important thing that happens with my child.
I think I get what you're saying, though. Like,
it's
not
not
like a lot of times parents throw away their dreams and passions because they have children.
I'll never do no shit like that.
And it's like, no, like, your kids want to see you working hard and doing your thing.
Exactly. Because my mom, she was a coach, and she played basketball for, like, the greater part of her life. And watching my mom do that shit made me realize that I can do anything that I ever wanted to do.
Of course, seeing your parents work hard and grind,
You feel me?
it's like
And mind you, my mom grew up in the 60s.
inspirational, you know what I mean?
My mom grew up in, like, the civil rights movement in the deep-ass south of North Carolina. You feel me? And she made a way. My mom has a graduate's degree and a master's. You feel me? I done seen the fucking diplomas and all that shit. And when my mom showed me that shit and I realized what my mama came from, it made me realize that, like, I can't ever let up on this music shit. And then when my mom started realizing how passionate I was, every single day she would ask me, if I win the lottery, you know what I'm going to get you? I'm going to get you an own studio to yourself so people can leave you alone and you can just make music all that you want. My mom believes in me more than any person.
Absolutely.
You feel me? And I believe in my son more than I believe in myself. Because I know who my son comes from as far as his father. And my baby mom's ain't no idiot neither. My baby mom's is a very, very smart woman.
Stock.
You feel me? She's a very, very smart woman. She's a very woke woman. And she's a very spiritual woman. And I'm a very spiritual man. And the fact that my son is finna grow up in a place where he can manifest his higher power and he can manifest all of these things and have two parents that believe in him, it puts so much happiness and joy in my heart to the point to where, like, it almost helps me with my own mental illness. Because sometimes if I'm having such a horrible day, if I'm feeling suicidal, I can go on my phone and look up a picture of my kid and be like, this is who I do it for. I am not going to kill myself today at all whatsoever. Today is going to be better than it was yesterday because my son is relying on me and I rely on my own child. You feel me? And I think that's something that parents forget, that, like, your kids don't just need you. You need your children, for real. Because, like, when my baby moms had our kid, I saw such a shift in her attributes, in her body language, and in the way that she acts, and in the way that she thinks, and it made me so proud of her. Because, like, I'm not finna air out her dirty laundry, but, like, me and my baby moms, we used to be on some real grimy shit. We used to be on some real grimy shit, you feel me? Like, the minute she had Malachi, everything changed for both of us, you feel me? And it made me understand that, like, minus music, this is who I do it for. Like, minus the kids who I want to help with my music, my son is the focal point of everything. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even want to do music as much as I do. Because sometimes I'm like, fuck this music shit. Like, I don't even want to do this shit. But, like, every time I look at a picture of my kid, I'm like, can't
let up.
I refuse, my nigga. I refuse to live a mediocre life. I refuse to work a 9 to 5. I refuse to be an insecure African American male. I refuse to be an absent father. I refuse every single thing that any kind of like propaganda has put on the black community. I am not going to be that nigga. I'm just not. Because I love myself too much. I love my son too much. And I love music too much. And I love life too much. There be days, bro, when I want to kill myself so fucking bad. And that's not no fucking exaggeration. Like, there's days where I wake up and I'm like,
days, man.
For real.
Yeah.
There's days where I wake up and I'm just like, I want to end it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to die. And then my baby moms will text me and be like, look at what Malachi did today. He can ABCs now. He can ask for his own juice now. He can hold up his own fork now. And I'll be like, damn, I gotta stay alive because my son is like one of the purest sources of my own joy. And like when I go to see him, bro, and he'd be like, daddy, and I'm just like, why did I even think about killing myself in the first fucking place? Like, this.
I'm happy that you can, you see the light in your son, and that he pulls you out of those dark places. You know what I'm saying? And for sure. But on that note, guys, oh my God, this conversation damn near made me cry, made me laugh. No. It's great. Like, it was like all spectrum, like the entire spectrum of emotions here. Yeah. And I really appreciate you being vulnerable on the camera.
Thank you so much.
To our Eats4Beats family,
You guys are amazing.
Thank you,
I'm
guys.
drunk as hell.
Yeah, I'm like, can you please tell the Eats4Beats family where they can follow you and listen to your music and everything of that nature?
Follow me on Instagram, H3NDO. Every E is a 3. You feel me? H3NDO 13. No underscore. Fuck that shit. Fuck underscores. Feel me? Gang shit.
Right. So we throwing up fake gang signs.
Follow H3NDO on Facebook. You'll be able to find that shit. It ain't got no 3 in it, I don't think. I'm trying to get this raspberry out of this shit. I ain't got no Twitter. Fuck Twitter. If you trying to find me on Spotify, type in H.3.N.D.O. You feel me? Like, you gotta be specific with the shit. Or you can type in just like H3NDO, and I'll probably fuck around and come up. Beetlejuice got like 35K. My other song, Vernies Soul, that shit has like 45, 50K. If you suffer from any kind of mental illness, if you suffer from any kind of disenfranchisement, if you've ever suffered anything like from depression to schizophrenia to anything like that, please listen to my music, because I promise there's something there for you.
Absolutely.
And even if you don't listen to my music, if you watch this video, please understand that you can hit me up at any point in time, because I'm never ever going to deny somebody who is suffering, because I've been denied my whole life.
Absolutely. If
you need anything, if you want anything, if you need some bread, I don't give a damn. Please make sure to hit me up on Instagram and just, message me and tell me what you're going through. Because before I'm a musician, before I'm a father, I am somebody who is here to lead humanity. And I feel like all of us are people who are here to lead humanity into a better place.
Absolutely. And again, H3NDO, Eats4Beats, we appreciate you coming through, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Eats4Beats channel. We have merch out. We got hoodies, shirts, t-shirts, all types of shit. So click on the link in our bio. Shout out to the Eats4Beats team. Shout out to Candace Jasmine. Thank you, Ira Anthony, MUA, for these strong ass drinks. I'm fucked up.
I'm so
Shout out to H3NDO. Shout out to the bro right there in the back, you guys. And this is Eats4Beats. And we're out.
Yo, my brother do nails. No cap.
Brother do nails.